Here's another question what I get asked lots. People send me their blood work because they're proud of their numbers, yet they're eating unhealthy. Their blood work comes back, everything looks fine. So they show it to me and they say, look at this, look at these numbers, it's great. So I give them their props. I said, wow, this is really exciting, good blood work. Because it is exciting. What I go on to explain to them is, for now, your organs are able to keep up with your unhealthy habits and that crap you're eating. Of course, I'm saying it in a nicer way, but for sake of this video and brevity, I'm explaining it in a little bit harsher terms. The body's an amazing machine and it will do its darndest to keep us alive. Now, there's a difference between surviving compared with thriving and being really healthy. Now, if the body is keeping you alive and it's surviving, then it's running at Redline, essentially. So these people that come to me with these great blood test results, all their markers are within the healthy range, and everything looks great for now. But your organs are working like crazy to keep those numbers within that range. And those organs are running at Redline. It's like your car. Now, your car's engine can definitely handle Redline, especially when it's new. But older cars have more trouble handling Redline. So if you take an older car and you run it at Redline for very long, the engine's going to blow up. Even a young car, if you're always driving in at Redline, it's going to wear out pretty fast. So this is what's happening when people are having normal blood work readings, yet they're doing really unhealthy things and eating unhealthy food, especially processed food, sugar, starches, things like that. So even though everything seems okay at the moment, the body's going to wear out, just like the car's going to wear out faster when it's at Redline. So things might be great now, but you're playing with fire, and when things get bad, they get bad fast. And they get really bad. So what I tell people is, don't overwork your body. Give it what it wants so it doesn't have to run at Redline. It's going to last longer. Things aren't going to get bad. And if they do get bad, just because of normal age stuff, they get bad slowly and you can take care of it. Instead of crisis, heart attack out of nowhere, or crisis, diabetes, or crisis, cancer. There's a lot of silent killers that creep up on you, even though the blood work looks normal, that can blindside you. You never saw it coming because you were trusting your blood work numbers and using those numbers as a sign that you're healthy. Here's a good point to drive this home. How many people do you see who are old and overweight and unhealthy? Remember the oldies classic song from Jan and Dean, Little Old Lady from Pasadena? Little Old Lady from Pasadena. They didn't write a song about the enormous old lady from Pasadena. The reason we don't see old, big, unhealthy people is because they're dead. You can't be old and unhealthy and big, but it's never too late to turn it around. The body actually turns around really fast because the body wants to be healthy. If we give it the tools to do that, it will do that. So get your health in check, get your healthy habits in practice, back off that Redline, and you're going to be much happier, much healthier. You're going to thrive instead of survive, and you're much more likely to avoid those unforeseen crisis moments. Do some people defy the odds? Sure, you always see that woman interviewed on TV that's 105 years old and they ask her the secret to her long, healthy life, and she answers, cigarettes and scotch. There is that occasional person that defied the odds, but it's certainly rare and the exception to the rule. So if you're banking on being that person, good luck with that. Do bad things happen to healthy people? Of course. But way less often than they happen to unhealthy people. Even with me, there's a chance I could get cancer. There's a chance I could have a heart attack. There's bad things that could happen. But I'm taking way less chances than somebody who's running at Redline. And bad health gets really expensive. My healthy habits are a little bit more expensive than people who have unhealthy habits, but a health crisis is really expensive. I would rather spend a little bit more money now than take big chances with unhealthy habits and spend a ton of money later. The leading cause of bankruptcy in this country is medical issues. When that big crisis happens, people just can't afford it. And you know what? Most of those people have health insurance. I spend about 15% more on my groceries and my lifestyle right now than unhealthy people do. But when the crisis happens, those unhealthy people are bankrupt. And you can bet they are all wishing they would have spent 15% more leading up to that crisis. Because it's not just about losing money and becoming bankrupt. They don't actually even care that they want their finances back and their good credit back. They just want their health back because they're dying. While I'm humming along, spending 15% more, happy, healthy, and not dying. The quote is true. Someone who has their health has many wishes and dreams. The person who doesn't have their health has one wish and dream. We all know how to be healthy, to eat right. To do that, go to hardbodcafe.com. Just eat off that. And to help you decide which foods are healthy, here's a graphic that asks 7 questions. And if you answer those 7 questions, you'll know if the food's healthy or not. And stay active. That could mean walking regularly. That could mean doing fun stuff, hiking, kayaking, biking. It could mean all of the above plus xgym. Or if you don't have time to work out, xgym, because it's 42 minutes a week. Who doesn't have that? The body was made for eating nutritious food, drinking enough water, and moving. It's really that simple. Do those 3 things, you optimize your health, and you don't run at Redline.